Hey there, Teddy Rubskin here. Yeah. Hey there, Teddy Rubskin here, and today we're talking about the Retron 5. You guys know what the Retron 5 is? Well, this is the Retron 5. Yeah, fucking brand spanking new. Actually, a friend of mine let me fucking borrow his fucking Retron 5. He just fucking bought it just recently, hasn't even fucking touched it, and he gave it to me to fucking talk about, right? Yeah, actually got it because I told him about it. I was like, hey, there's this thing called the Retron 5, you gotta get it. So he did. And he let me fucking borrow it to fucking make a video about. Hell fucking yeah. I mean, yeah, it's brand spanking fucking new. I mean, he hasn't even broken out of the plastic bags yet, right? Look at this thing. Brand spanking fucking new. Yeah, so what is the Retron 5? Well, it's a new fucking retro console that can play old school fucking games. Yeah, it uses state-of-the-art advanced technology, you know, Bluetooth technology and an Android operating system to play 20-year-old fucking games, right? And it's called the Retron 5 because it's actually got 5 fucking cartridge ports, right? 4 on top and 1 in the front that can play Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games. Hell yeah! So actually it's called the Retron 5, but it can play 10 different systems, right? Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, but it could also play Sega Mega Drive, Famicom and Super Famicom games, right? Yeah, because I mean, you know, Nintendo in Japan is Famicom, right? Completely different, right? And Famicom games you can't play on a Nintendo, and you can't play Nintendo games on a Famicom, right? So, well, this thing actually plays fucking 5 different fucking systems, right? And it could also play Master System games, right? In the instruction manual, it shows you how to fucking hook up the thing and how it fucking works. It also shows you that you can hook up a power-based converter to the top, and it'll play fucking Master System games. Shit, yeah. Huh, that's so fucking cool. With the Master System, it actually can play 11 different fucking systems. That's so awesome. You know? Hell yeah. And the fact is, there's no region lockout at all, right? I mean, some games are PAL and some games are NTSC, right? This one has no fucking lockout whatsoever, right? You can play Japanese games on here, you can play European games or American games, you know? I mean, in America, the Sega Genesis is the Sega Genesis, but everywhere else in the fucking world, it's the Mega Drive, right? And you can't necessarily play Genesis games on a Mega Drive, and you can't play Mega Drive games on a Genesis, right? But this thing allows you to play all these games on one fucking system. It is the one-stop shop for retro gaming, and it's pretty fucking awesome, you know? And it comes with a Bluetooth controller, right? A Bluetooth controller that you don't need batteries for. There's actually a plug that goes in the main system, right? And charges up. Yeah, it's a Bluetooth controller, and it's actually pretty cool, you know? The button layout can be configured to whatever's most comfortable to fucking you know? And the previous fucking system that came out from this company that made this thing is Hyperkin, right? Hyperkin made this fucking machine. Yeah, and Hyperkin had already made a thing called the Retron 3. Retron 3 had 3 cartridge ports, could support Sega Genesis, Nintendo, and Super Nintendo, right? But one of the major complaints for that thing is that the controllers it came with kind of fucking sucked. You know, they were wireless, but it was like infrared. You actually needed line of sight, and they weren't very good. But, you know, it had plugs on the side that would support the original controllers if you wanted to use those instead. Well, the Retron 5 also has the original fucking controller ports on the side for the Super Nintendo, Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, so you could use the original controllers if you really want to. But personally, I think this controller is pretty fucking good. It's comfortable, it's fucking accurate, and you can recalibrate those fucking buttons any way you want to. Yeah, there's a couple companies out there that are actually making these retro machines, right? Hyperkin is one of them. Another one's Yobo? Yeah, and Retro Bit. I've actually got a Retro Bit machine, a Retro Duo, which plays Super Nintendo and Nintendo games, right? And that one works pretty damn well. Haven't really had any major problems with it. But with that one, you could leave the cartridges in and just switch between them on the power, right? But with the Retron 5, they want you to put in one cartridge at a time, where the machine will automatically detect which fucking game is in there. It actually scans the game and tells you what the game is, right? It's pretty fucking cool, you know? Playing fucking Sonic the Hedgehog on there, and it plays pretty fucking well. I'm not playing all that well. I'm kind of sucking at this, but whatever. You know, it plays fucking Sonic the Hedgehog fine. But what about a tougher game to fucking play? Can it handle the blast processing of a hardcore Sega Genesis game like Gunstar Heroes? Yeah, let's really test out this Retron 5 and see if it can handle the awesomeness of fucking Gunstar Heroes. And, yeah, it does. Pretty fucking well. It fucking blast processes just fucking fine. It handles it really fucking well. Hell yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I already have a Sega Genesis. I can play fucking Sega Genesis games on an original machine, right? And I got the Retro Duo to play fucking Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, right? And I got a Super Game Boy to play Game Boy games on it. What's really interesting to me is the fact that it can play Game Boy Advance games, right? But I only have one game for the Game Boy Advance, which I actually borrowed from my friend when I borrowed the Retron 5. This game called Ninja 5-0, which is actually pretty fucking cool. I mean, it's kind of like Shinobi, you know? Yeah, except you also got like this grappling hook thing, which, you know, at first I was having a little trouble figuring out the controls and shit, right? But pretty soon I got the hang of it, and I was like, hey, damn, this game's pretty fucking awesome, right? Hell yeah. I mean, the fact that this thing can play Game Boy Advance games is a major fucking selling point for me, you know? Because I don't have any fucking Game Boy Advance games. It'd be pretty fucking cool to get some of those, right? I actually got a shitload of fucking Game Boy games already, you know? But, I actually have even more Game Gear games, you know? It would be pretty fucking awesome if this fucking machine could actually play Game Gear games. That would be an even bigger selling point for me, you know? Because, I mean, I already know it can play fucking Master System games, if you got the Master System converter on the top. But really, it should just have a Master System fucking cartridge port. And a Game Gear cartridge port, right? Is that what they're going to do next? Are they going to make a Retron 7 that supports Sega Master System and Sega Game Gear? That would be cool. Or maybe a Retron 8 that also plays Nintendo 64. That would be super fucking awesome. Yeah. And, or Retron 10 that could also play fucking Atari 2600 and Atari 7800 games. That would be even fucking better, you know? But, no, we're talking about the Retron 5, right? The Retron 5. Yeah, I mean, honestly, is this thing worth your fucking money? I think it is. I mean, maybe not for me, because I already have the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. I can already play a lot of these fucking games, you know? I got a shitload of fucking Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games. And you know I got a shitload of fucking Sega Genesis games. Hell yeah, right? But, I mean, I already have the machines to fucking play these games. So Retron 5 isn't necessarily for me. I think it would be ideal for somebody that wants to get into fucking retro gaming and doesn't have any of the machines yet. This might be ideal for you. You know what I'm saying? This is the one-stop shopping for retro gaming, right? You can play fucking Japanese games, American games, and European games all on this fucking machine, and it's pretty fucking cool. You know, it uses state-of-the-art technology, Bluetooth, and an Android operating system to play 20-year-old fucking games. It just blows my fucking mind. It is pretty fucking awesome, for real, right? I mean, but you should know a couple things about it. It actually comes with an HDMI cable, right? So really, it only hooks up to fucking flat screen TVs. It would be nice if it actually had that red, yellow, and white fucking audio video cables. But no, it has HDMI, which is a really crystal clear fucking image. It's nice. But ultimately, it's a really fucking cool system. And I really would highly suggest it to somebody that wants to get into fucking retro gaming. If you already got the machines, you probably don't fucking need it. Not really. Unless you want to start collecting fucking something you don't already have, like Japanese games, or like me if I wanted to start getting fucking Game Boy Advance games. Because that Ninja 5.0 game is actually really fucking cool. In fact, I'm going to play some more of that. Yeah, I'm going to play some more fucking Ninja 5.0, because that's a pretty fucking cool game. And, till fucking next time, keep it real.